Hello there, and welcome to episode 4 of the Perfect Odyssey podcast. My name is Amalia Henry, and I'm so excited for this episode today because it is a bit different. I'm just going with the flow. So, there was something I wrote in my journal when I was trying to come up with a topic for today's podcast. As you know, I went to university. I came out, I started working a 9 to 5 full time, and I absolutely hated it. Was not for me. I did not want to do it. And so I decided to do what it was that I wanted to do. Start traveling and bet on myself. There's so many things in this world that could stop us from actually betting on yourself. The economy, the price of everything, the uncertainty, the fears, the doubts, the money you don't yet have, and the timing that never feels right. There will always be some type of evidence that says, no, I should probably wait. But then there's another voice saying, but what if it does work out? What if I actually get to live the life, experience what it is that I actually want to experience? If I keep waiting for the life that I say I want, will I ever become the woman I'm trying to be? So I'm just going to simply read one of my journal entries. It's about the decisions that every woman eventually has to make, either staying stuck or moving. Do you let your current reality define what's possible for you? Or do you become the woman who creates a different reality because she refused to let fear make her decisions? I didn't know how to do a retreat. I didn't have an apartment. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a job. I didn't have all these things needed to actually do what it is that I say I want to do, to actually make that vision come to life. It's funny how the life you want usually asks you to move before you feel ready. A year and a half ago, I couldn't stop thinking about St. Martin. Every time I thought about my future, I saw myself hosting personal development retreats. I didn't know how I would get there, but the vision never left me. At the time, I had two jobs. I was comfortable enough. That I stopped paying attention to what I actually wanted. Then I got fired from my full time job. Looking back, that was probably the best thing that could have happened to me. It literally forced me to make a decision. I could let fear, money, uncertainty, and every reason why it wouldn't work out convince me to stay where I was. Or I could trust myself. I didn't have thousands of dollars saved. I didn't have clients waiting for me. I never hosted a retreat before. All I had was vision, a vision that refused to leave me alone. So instead of trying to figure out the next 6 months, I focused on the next step. Look for apartments, figure out transportation, actually keep going. Was I scared? 110%. There were so many moments where scarcity got loud and my mind wanted guarantees before taking action. But I learned something. Fear will always ask for certainty. Your future only asks for courage. Everything didn't happen exactly how I imagined, but it did happen in the way I needed it to. I eventually found the apartment, the car, work, even though I didn't last for too long. I was never left hungry. And I hosted a retreat. Most importantly, I became someone I could trust. Today, I help women build the same kind of trust within themselves because I've lived what happens when you stop waiting for perfect conditions to act. The life you want is not waiting for you to have everything figured out. It's waiting for you to decide that your vision is more powerful than all the excuses. So, what are you going to do? What will the next 6 months look like for you? Will you be in the same place? Or will you be a little bit further than where you are right now? Regardless of if you take action or not, 6 months from now will come anyway. So, what are you doing? Are you going to let the fear, the doubts, the uncertainty, are you going to let the economy stop you from trusting your vision? It's up to you, really and truly. But I won't make this episode too long. I just wanted to quickly say what's on my mind. Join me next Monday for another episode of the Perfect Odyssey podcast. Like, comment, share with a friend, get the message out there. People need to have the courage to actually do what it is that they want to do in this life. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I'm your host, Amalia Henry, and I will see you at the top. Bye.